ご列席の皆様、キャスパーサイトへようこそ。今日はスラッペダムという小さなチャンネルを見ています。必ずチャンネルにアクセスし、サブスクライブして、そのことを実行してください。それ以上のドダリドリーひなしで、これをしましょう。
Go on, Slap Time! Oh, shh. I'm all caught, I'm all caught.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is...
Callum, hang on 1 second. Callan, not you. Callan, Kafferkey. Kafferkey? Kafferkey. Callan Kafferkey. Kafferkey. Coffee? Callan, it's your bloody birthday, mate. Look at you. I noticed a tweet from your mum, okay? You're 11? Look at you. Look at you. Huh? Look at you turning 11, mate. Callan! Happy birthday, mate. This whole video is for you. Right, Callan, you can just...
Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some paranormal footage that is sure to give you the creeps. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content. Just like this.
Slapped Ham.
Our first sighting of the day comes from one of our viewers, Lainey Ferrari. Lainey submitted this curious piece of footage to our Slapped Ham Facebook group where it caused quite a stir among other members.
Okay.
On a rainy day in May 2022, Lainey decided to set up a shot of her backyard. She wanted to capture a heavy downpour in slow motion.
Yeah. Okay.
While it's a fun shot in and of itself, there's something strange happening in the sky in the background. Something Lainey didn't notice at the time of filming.
Not a bird!
Watching that again more carefully, there's an unidentified object flying across the horizon.
That would have to be pretty damn quick, though, thinking about it, right? Because the rain is in maximum slow-mo, mate. So that would have to be pretty quick, but isn't that just a bird?
Members of our Facebook group quickly noted that this video is shot in slow motion, so whatever's flying across the sky must be moving at an incredible speed.
Rapido, mate.
Lainey notes that the nearest light aircraft airport is around 30 kilometers away.
Okay.
However, no known light aircraft can move at speeds like this.
Yeah, that is pretty damn quick.
So what is this extremely fast object? Aliens, the military, or is it all just a trick of perspective? Unless Lainey
It's people spawning in on Warzone, mate. It's somebody on a squirrel suit.
spots this object again and can make out what it is, this will have to remain a genuine UFO sighting.
Okay. We're starting off with the aliens, mate, alright.
Hey gang, just a quick interlude to let you know today's episode is sponsored by X-Sheets.
After a long day of gaming, you need rest. And now you can get it with X-Sheets, the only LED-powered bed sheets made for gamers.
LED fucking, mate. Maximum tripping tits off at night, mate.
Enjoy maximum nighttime visibility and supercharge
Maximum nighttime visibility, please.
your circadian rhythm. 13 million lumens of soothing night
30 million lumens, please.
glow. Enhance your resting alertness with preset options.
Fucking hell, mate. I've been struggling sleeping lately. So that is that going to help me? Enhance your resting alertness with, is this a joke?
Now with Motion Alarm, know when you're awake. Available
Know when you're what?
now at Extreme Rest.
This is actually an ad for Raid.
Okay, right. Oh, God. Go and get Raid Shadow Legends for Callan, alright? Fuck's sake.
One of our viewers, David C., works at a hospital that he wants to remain undisclosed in the south of Yorkshire. He works as part of the security team at the health facility. One morning, several years ago, David found one of the security doors wide open. He was certain they should have been closed and locked because he and his team had done so at 10 PM the night before. Concerned, the security team reviewed the internal CCTV footage that was captured the night before. That's when they spotted something they can't quite explain. Take a look.
Okay, I'll take a look. Thanks. Oh, are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? Hang on one second, mate.
At 1:49 AM in the morning, the doors open by themselves. Then the light in the room flicks on.
Is that one of those electronic door openers?
What's particularly eerie about this footage is that at either end of the corridor are security doors that require swipe card access. There are no employees seen swiping in or out anywhere near the time these doors mysteriously opened up. David says that the way these doors work is that the small door bolts into the larger door, which is locked by key. When he found the doors open, the bolt on the smaller door had slid open, but the larger door remained locked. So somehow the bolts moved, but the door remained locked. To back up this eerie sighting, the hospital has a long and freaky past. The property once served as a workhouse and children's hospital. For years, security staff have reported strange happenings along the long dark hallways of the buildings. They regularly claim to see spirits or ghosts,
shadow bastards,
lingering around the property. One in particular is said to be the old matron of the children's hospital. Her spirit, along with several other ghostly children, have allegedly been spotted walking waist deep in the now raised floorboards of one of the
Oh god, that's weird as shit.
wings. So what opened the security doors then? No one swiped in or out, and it's nearly 2 AM in the morning. Could the haunted stories be true then? Perhaps this old hospital really is plagued by the spirits of its former patients.
Imagine, man. Imagine how many spirits are actually in a hospital. If every time somebody died, their spirit was like lingering around, mate, it'd be maximum spirits everywhere.
This next one is an old school ghost sighting that's been haunting the internet for over 16 years.
Jesus.
In April of 2006, the investigative group Western New York Paranormal...
The investigative group? Is that, what's that, mate? What's that, mate?
In April of 2006, the investigative group...
The what?
Over 16 years. In April of 2006, the investigative group Western...
Is that the right way to say it? The investigating... Wouldn't it be the investigating group?
The investigative group Western...
Investigative... He might be right.
New York Paranormal was spending the night at
Right.
Valentine Museum after hearing rumours that the property was heavily haunted by spirits. The original clip was uploaded to YouTube by Nitro Cjo. It's after midnight when one of the museum's security cameras shows one of the team members searching a room. That's when something very eerie happens just next to them.
Oh god, here we go,
Watch.
mate. Are we looking at this? Shit, mate. Is that what we're looking at here, mate? She ain't got a fucking clue. Run!
On first watch, it can be hard to see anything at all, but if you brighten the image, you can see a dark figure walk right past one of the team members.
Mate! What the hell?
Here's a different filter again.
You can't. What? Really?
Located
That's
in Victor,
weird,
New York,
mate.
the original building was called Valentine Hall and was built in 1879. Levi Valentine built the grand 5-story structure with plans for it to become a
Jesus.
sort of shopping plaza. However, when the planned railway line set to come through the town was never finally built, the area suffered a sharp decline. Valentine Hall was ultimately abandoned and left empty for decades. Over the years, locals began to suspect that the building was haunted. Some say that in the middle of the night you can sometimes hear a music box playing in the empty building. Visitors have claimed to have seen tools and other objects moving on their own, and even full-bodied apparitions have been reported. This security footage, now colloquially known as the Valentine ghost sighting, has become somewhat notorious in the paranormal community. Dozens of experts have attempted to debunk the footage. Some say it's nothing more than another person walking by. Others claim it's been altered, but some insist it's the real deal.
I mean, to be fair, it could be somebody walking by. However, if it was somebody walking by, they're walking very close to they're walking towards the camera. So if they were, wouldn't they start to become, wouldn't you be able to pick out their shape a little bit more and like facial features like this chick here? But instead it remains that blurriness. That's weird. It's getting closer, so why aren't we seeing... And it's getting closer, but it's looking more transparent, mate. That should be the opposite fucking way around, shouldn't it? That looks quite legit.
It's strange that no one seems to be able to come to a clear consensus, and so the footage plays on. Year after year, it continues to intrigue those looking for proof that ghosts really do exist. This family photo was posted to an old ghost investigation forum called Science of Ghosts. It was taken over 20 years ago on an old digital camera. These two kids were visiting their grandfather when several photos were snapped to remember the day. A burst of photos were taken in quick succession, and at first everything seemed perfectly normal.
Wait, I don't think it looks normal, mate. They got no fucking faces.
That was until they reviewed the photos sometime later. In the first photo, you can see the two boys sitting on the couch. However, in the second photo, taken just a split second later, a transparent woman can be seen in the top left-hand corner.
What the fuck? Hang on a second, mate. Right, these kids haven't moved. Look, the kids haven't moved. It's like literally going, click, all right, and again, click. Look at you! Oh, shit.
Split second later, a transparent woman can be seen in the top left-hand corner.
Who is it? Please tell me it's your gran, mate.
She has dark eyes and is staring ominously at the camera.
Isn't that your gran?
The OP says that that's not actually a mirror, but rather a gap in the wall designed to let more light into the two rooms. When the family saw the photo, they were at a loss to explain it. They have no idea who she is.
What? There's somebody in your fucking house, mate! Run!
Or how she got there. No one's been able to recognize her at all. The family tried to recreate the image with no success and have maintained for years that the photo is genuine.
What? That's fucking horrible, man. These poor kids are never going to go around that house again.
The OP said that it was taken by the grandfather who, in his late 60s, doesn't even know what Photoshop is. So is this really a ghost?
Doesn't even know what Photoshop is.
There's no way of knowing for certain, but if the family is telling the truth, then it definitely is a mysterious capture that seems to defy explanation.
That's weird, mate. That's horrible and weird.
This next sighting comes from the Instagram account Unanswered Universe. It's
UAP, mate. Just fucking call it a UFO. That pisses me off. That. Why change words, man? It's been UFO for fucking centuries, right? Millennium. So don't change it.
Footage captured from a commercial flight. It's not known what route it was taken on, but a passenger seems to have spotted something strange outside their window. Take a look.
Is that a dolphin? Is that some floating dolphin?
Immediately, commenters noted that
someone strapped a helium balloon onto a dolphin.
It looks like the spherical craft is towing the object below.
Yeah.
But just what the lower object is up for debate.
It's a fucking dolphin!
Suggestions ranged from satellites to alien spaceships or even a drugged up Sasquatch being transported.
Drugged up Sasquatch. No, I'm going with dolphin.
To a secret location. While it is possible this could just be a weather balloon, the strange object dangling below has cast this theory into doubt. So what do you think's been spotted here? Are viewers reading too much into it, or is this something a little more mysterious? Drop your theories in the comment section down below.
I'm gonna go to someone put a helium balloon on a dolphin. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay. He
Over
finds
the
it
last 2
funny.
decades, retired Army Sergeant Clifford Stone has become notorious within the paranormal community for being a whistleblower on what some say is the largest cover-up in history.
The moon landing?
Sergeant Stone served for over 22 years in the armed forces.
Don't get me fucking started. All right, don't get me started. Okay, don't be asking questions. Do I believe or not believe in the moon landing? Okay, it's a long story. It's a long story, all right?
And alleges he was privy to out-of-this-world top-secret information. While operating in the MBC unit, Nuclear, Biological and Chemical Retrieval, Sergeant Stone claims he was assigned to some highly classified missions that involved alien life. On several occasions, Sergeant Stone and his team were allegedly assigned secret missions that involve retrieval of crashed alien craft, even coming into contact with life forms from other planets. After decades of
See, I've got a theory, you know. I've got a theory about aliens. You know, I've said before that we're aliens. I think over time we're going to be, you know, these grey aliens. I've got a funny feeling that we are going to end up being like looking like them. I do. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. So over the years we're getting taller. Okay, we're getting taller, and we're using things with our fingers a lot, right? Like mobile phones. So our fingers are going to get even longer. All right, because it's going to be all this shit. Over time as well, our mouths have got smaller and our teeth have got bigger. That's a fact. We're going to be sat in our virtual reality headsets, okay? So our eyes getting bigger because that's all we need. Well, that's all we need, all right? As our brains, so our heads get bigger, right? And then our eyes. We don't need to eat because we just drink from a straw, okay? Our legs become sort of like no leg day, so super skinny. I don't know, whatever. There's more to it.
Operating in the shadows, Sergeant Stone retired and started campaigning for the release of classified documents, believing that this level of government secrecy is unconstitutional. Over the years, Sergeant Stone has participated in a number of press conferences where he's shared in great detail the extent of his Black Ops encounters with extraterrestrials. Take a listen.
The reason I state that, when I got out in 1989, we had cataloged 57 different species. You have individuals that look very much like you and myself that could walk among us and you wouldn't even notice the difference, except for some of the things that they might be able to go ahead, even in a dark room, and touch an object and go ahead and identify what color that object might be.
He goes on to explain that most alien life
We can feel colour? Shit, man, that's on another level.
Forms that
Maximum feeling, please! That's what she said.
he'd allegedly encounter were humanoid.
The unique thing that I'd like to point out for the most part is that the entities that we did catalog were in fact humanoid. Now this created a situation where the scientific community was trying to figure out why that would be the case, because you would expect that if life evolved on other planets, that they would take on some type of other being, so to speak, not necessarily look humanoid or be bipedal such as we are. But apparently we got quite a few of the species out there that are humanoid in appearance, and that creates a question that yet has to be answered by science.
Sergeant Stone has called upon
Mate, look at it. Look at this dude, right? Look at this dude here. He didn't miss gym day at all, did he? Look at you, mate. Maximum ripped.
the high-ranking officials around the world to admit that governments have detailed knowledge of extraterrestrial life. Some people have been skeptical of Stone's statements.
Imagine seeing something like that, mate.
Citing the lack of evidence to back up the extraordinary claims. Still, many wonder why a highly decorated military official would put his reputation on the line just to spread a hoax and misinformation. Have you heard of Sergeant Clifford Stone before? If so, what's your take on his alleged disclosure? Love to hear your opinions on this in the comments section down below.
Okay.
Before we take a look at...
There's too many people that say that they've seen stuff, okay? There's too much footage. There's too many stories. This stuff is real, man. It's going on. Aliens, mate. Walking along among us. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Creepy sighting captured in a graveyard in the United States. Remember to hit that subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon there, and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos.
Okay.
Misguided Road Trips is a YouTube channel that documents Stacy and Cliff's adventures around the United States. The pair often travel to strange and unusual historical sites that are rumoured to be haunted. In this episode, Stacy and Cliff explore an undisclosed cemetery somewhere in the south of the United States. The crew begin by walking around the property.
And we turned down here to find out.
Mate, that's weird. Just a few graves in a massive field like that. That's really weird.
What cemetery it was.
It's clear that this graveyard isn't tended to all that often.
Yeah.
That one's 1999, and look how the moss and all just covered it.
As they search the grounds, they begin to hear some strange sounds.
One of those before.
Somebody's shooting.
Gunshots, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it could
Hey, Stacy? I didn't hear anything like that. I didn't hear a hey, Stacy.
have been a cover on one of these.
At one point, they inadvertently catch something behind a tree.
What?
A sighting they only discovered after they reviewed the footage.
Over on this side. But
Oh, fuck!
But
Isn't that part of the tree?
Later in the investigation, Stacy sets up a spirit box in the hopes of communicating with any entities that may be present. During the spirit box sessions,
Oh shit! Look at you, mate! I didn't even see that shit.
something eerie takes place in the background. Take a look. A dark figure can be seen walking among the trees in the background. It looks like someone wearing a robe.
It does. Hey, weirdo! We're trying to connect to the paranormal, mate. Piss off!
It appears that Stacy and Cliff didn't notice the figure at the time of filming, but the spirit box seems to refer to a third person being present.
okay, I'm gonna cut this off for a little bit. We may cut it back on in a few.
Mate, I'm like that shit. That really pisses me off. That was hello. How the devil are you? Oh, that was I'm here, right behind you. Look around. Turn around. Look at me.
Thank you for talking to us.
Naturally, this
I didn't hear any of that, mate. If you did, mate, you got better ears than me. And I went to the doctors yesterday, and I had my ears checked, both of them. He said super clean.
sighting sent the comments section into a frenzy, with hundreds of people scrambling to point out the strange robed figure.
Is that? I'm just wondering whether that's like the bark on the other side, but just because there's no light hitting it, it looks dark. I don't know. But then there is a shadow bastard walking around at the back there.
Most people were stunned at the sighting, but understandably, there were a few people who thought the capture was too good to be true. A lot of viewers have defended the footage, saying that Stacy's a genuine person and isn't known for pulling stunts like this in any of her other videos.
Oh, but then again, mate, that just disappeared. Look, right here, it just disappears.
And isn't known for pulling stunts like this in any of her other...
Let's go slow. right? It just sort of vanishes. Oh, that's the wrong way. It just sort of vanishes. Look. There, it's starting to vanish. It's starting to vanish. There. Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go? Why have you vanished? You didn't just go behind a tree. You vanished, mate.
Others suggested it may have just been a real person walking through the property at the same time.
No fucking walks like that, mate. I'm sorry. No fucking walks like that. You move, you break? What the fuck just happened there? You move, you break. I didn't hear. I just heard.
So what do you make of this creepy cemetery sighting? As always, I'll throw this out to you, the viewers, for final judgment. Let me know where you sit on this in the comments section down below.
Are we safe? Are we safe out here?
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird, mate. But I don't know.
If you want to see some more weird paranormal, and that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Legend. He's a fucking legend, though. He really is, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Get the merch at Caspersight.com. Just Rambo it.
There you go, mate. That was Slapped Ham. Not the freakiest, not the scariest, but some absolutely ones you can think about. You're thinking, like, what the F is going on here, mate? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave me a little like. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.